Hi guys, welcome to It's a Piece of Cake, and today I'm going to show you one of my favourite ways to decorate a cake, which is this quilt design here. It's very simple to do this design but looks so beautiful, and if you are a new cake decorator you will get asked very shortly to make one of these cakes. So you're going to get your cake and you're going to lightly spray it with some non-stick cooking spray, and you're also going to get your impression mat, and you're also going to lightly spray your impression mat as well. So with the impression mat you want the textured side to go onto the cake and then the flat side to be on your hand. So press the textured side onto the cake nice and firm and use your hand to press that pattern on to the fondant, and you're going to go around and do the whole cake. Once you've done your cake, when this vegetable shortening or non-stick cooking spray, when it dries out, you're going to see the design much more clear. So if you want a subtle and soft look, just leave it with the impression mat and just let it dry out. But if you really want it to pop up and kind of have that really puffy look, then you're going to get a ruler and you're going to follow those lines. So you go across the cake one way and then you do the exact same thing the opposite way. And because our cake, the fondant is very fresh, it's just covered, and we've sprayed it with non-stick cooking spray, when I press my ruler firmly into the fondant, it's not going to tear my fondant because of the being so moist and fresh. So you want to do it right away because fondant forms a crust within half an hour, and once you've got that crust, it's very hard to work with fondant because it can either tear or it wrinkles, it dries up, so it's not really nice to do it that way. It just makes it much more difficult. So again, my fondant is fresh and I've got the spray. So with the pearls, all I'm doing is pressing it on and it's going to stick into place. Now if your fondant has dried up by the time you've got to the pearls, you're going to need a little bit of water. So dab the areas with a little bit of water and then press your pearls in, which I'll show you later how to do that. But because my fondant is fresh and I've got that non-stick cooking spray, I can just right now run my hands and put all those pearls into place, and they're going to stick there when the fondant dries up. So you can use edible diamonds here, you could use whatever you like, or if you don't want the pattern to be so fine, you can go for the larger impression mat. You can do this method with any of the impression mats, it's the same thing. So that's pretty much doing it with the smaller ones. As you can see, because we use that ruler, it really kind of defines it, and because the non-stick cooking spray has dried out now, you can see the pattern so much more clear. And that would also happen even if you don't use the ruler, you'll just get this look but much softer version. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the pearls, and I'm just going to show you quickly another method of doing it. So I've got here a stitching tool, and all I'm doing is just going around each point and just making a plus cross sign on it. Now this stitching tool is far too big for this quilt design, so if you do have a tool that's about half of it, it will look more nicer, like half the width of this one. But I do have one, I just don't know where it is, so I'm just using the bigger one just to show you guys. And now because my fondant has crusted a bit, I have to use water to place those pearls, otherwise those pearls won't stick at all. So it will just fall off every time you try and press it onto the fondant. So you get a little bit of water in a paintbrush and just dab all those little centers where you want to put the pearls so it's wet, and then that will glue on the pearls so they don't move around. Once that water dries out, those pearls won't move. And then you could do the exact same thing with the top as well. So I'm just showing you the top is doing the exact same thing as doing the sides, and you can add pearls there as well. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. And once it dries out, you can add some pearl shimmer, which I think absolutely makes the cake. So add a bit of pearl dust and it will give it that nice shiny silky really pretty soft look. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.